we have hit a new record in terms of members, and a Mindvalley member is basically someone who has a subscription to our app and thus has access to over 100 of the world's top personal growth programs, thousands of meditation. And this type of person tends to be someone really unique. For example, they tend to be in the highest earning bracket in a country like the United States, highest education bracket, top job titles are CEO, startup founder, and entrepreneur. And so as you can see, the people who are here are incredibly amazing individuals. Congratulations. And this is the type of people that we enjoy attracting onto Mindvalley, and the type of people that I enjoy speaking to, because you're the type of individual that not just wants to make the world better, but is continuously looking at making yourself better. You're passionate about becoming a better human, you're passionate about education, and you want to keep up to date with cutting edge ideas that can help you do both, help you learn, help you grow, and thus become a better human. So we're going to get started today. So the purpose of this event is twofold. Number one, as we mentioned in the email, for 45 minutes, I'm going to give pure training on, sorry, I have to sneeze. Pure training on some really, really cool things that I've been playing with over the last couple of months. I am a nonstop learner. I'm always looking at new ways to improve the brain, the body, intuition, manifesting prowess, spirituality, how to be more connected to people, how to scale the business to 1 billion plus. And as I find these things, I love digesting them, connecting the pieces, and sharing them with individuals. So we're going to talk about 4 ideas over here, okay? Just 4 ideas. The first idea is super simple. The first idea is some really insightful thoughts on how to speed up your efficacy building a business or in your career in the age of AI. The second set of ideas is fitness, how to leverage what is available right now. Again, here we're going to talk specifically in the age of AI to basically transform your body in a way which I think some of you guys may find really, really, really surprising. The third, we're going to talk about manifesting. Manifesting is a hot topic. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but manifest was just a designated word of the year in the UK. That's crazy, right? Now, this was by one of the dictionaries. Was it the Oxford English Dictionary? I can't remember, or Merriam-Webster, but it was word of the year. And the fourth thing we're going to look at is the importance of human connection. So I'm going to share 4 ideas, 1 idea in each of these topics, and I hope you find them useful. At the end of this, we'll be talking about Future Human. Future Human is Mindvalley's big event that's happening in Dubai. And Future Human explores these 4 ideas, but goes really, really, really deep. It brings in the leading teachers in the world to teach concepts, practices, habits, mindset shifts within these 4 pillars: cognition and the brain in the age of AI, body and longevity in an age where we're approaching longevity escape velocity, which means that some of you are going to be able to live to be 1,000. I know that sounds radical. We'll talk about it in a moment. And the third is power manifesting. We're entering an age where, as the world is being transformed by AI and technology, there's a human aspect to our identities, to our soul, that is more important than ever. And we'll talk about that. And finally, connection. How is the world going to change in the coming years, specifically in the next 5 years? What does it mean for human connection? How we relate as individuals? Okay, so you guys ready to go? Now, if you know my style, and if you showed up for this, you are probably familiar with my style. I go really, really, really fast. I do not like to bore my audience. My audience tends to be, when I actually looked at you guys, right? The audience that shows up for these type of webinars are 3 times more likely to have a graduate degree, significantly more likely to have a PhD. And you guys are really educated. It's a smart audience. So I'm not going to insult you by going slow. I move fast and I'm going to teach really fast. Your job is to, you don't have to learn everything or master everything I'm going to say. But if you get 1 or 2 great ideas, this is still going to transform your life. Okay? So thank you for being here. Now, first, I'd love to have you just share in the chat. And I can see this huge stream of chats. I'd love for you guys to just share in the chat. What is something you're exploring right now? Something that you're excited about in terms of making life better for yourself, for your families, or for the world? Take a moment and type it out. I think reading this is going to be insightful. Maybe it's a new book that you found. Maybe it's some interesting new GPT you're using. Okay. And wow, lots of really interesting ideas. So we have 1,200 people right now. And that's why the chat is flowing really rapidly. Awesome. So I'm going to come back to this later. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this chat transcript. I'm going to feed it into ChatGPT, and I'm going to say, analyze what everyone is saying, and let's see what are the top five trends that people are saying are really changing their life. In fact, let me ask my team if they can do it right now. Team, Ramya, I know you're behind the scenes. Say hi to Ramya. She's the amazing woman behind the scenes who's helping me put all of this together. So Ramya, maybe we can grab the chat. Let's dump it into ChatGPT, or if you send me the transcript, I can do it. Let's identify some of the hottest ideas based on what everyone is saying so we can share it, because I bet this will be really useful to everyone, right? So if you are sharing maybe a class you took, a book you're reading, don't say, class on bodywork. State the exact teacher, the class, say class on bodywork, state the teacher. The more granularity they have, the more we can all learn from each other, okay? And we'll get this transcript to you. So you go ahead and type. You can type what you want. We're going to analyze everything you're saying through AI. Okay, now we are seeing more granularity. For example, breathwork with Niraj Naik. I like that. RTT, that's obviously Marissa Peer. Joe Dispenza, awesome, awesome, awesome man. And I'm learning a lot of things over here from people who are outside the Mindvalley ecosystem. Loving What Is by Byron Katie. Phenomenal. Thank you guys. This is really, really useful. Okay, Ramya, you like that? Ramya, you want to unmute yourself and say hi to everyone?
Hi everyone. Yes, Vision, I'm on it. I'm actually analyzing it in ChatGPT right now.
That's fantastic, Ramya. Okay, so now let's get started with the trading, okay? So we're going to talk about, as I said, four ideas. The first is going to be cognition in the brain in the age of AI. So I want to, by the way, kids, you want to come and say hi? Come and say hi to my friend. Okay, I want you guys to meet my kids. Okay, come. So this is Hayden and Eve. It's Christmas, so we're all hanging out over here. Okay, Hayden. Hayden is 17. Say hi, Hayden.
Hello.
And that's Eve. Guys, you want to come closer? You're out of. So Eve is 11. So Eve, so I lied to you. This is not my friend. This is 1,300 people.
Oh, yeah, I heard, but I felt bad.
Um,
So anyway, now you guys know my kids and what they look like. Thank you guys. Will you
okay.
forgive me for embarrassing you publicly?
I'm not embarrassed.
I know you aren't. Okay, but I wanted you to just see the type of work that I do. Okay, you guys can get back to whatever you were doing.
Okay, bye.
It's movie night with the kids. On Saturday, the kids come over from their mom's place, and we eat chicken wings and or pizza and watch movies. So let's get started with the first idea. Now, prediction. In the next 18 months, in the next 18 months, 50% of all white collar work is going to disappear. 50%. Now, I'm not saying 50% of white collar work. So, white collar work means the work that programmers do, the work that lawyers do, the work that I do, the work that Ramya behind the scenes is doing, the work that many of you guys do. Okay. We're not talking about people who are, say, the brilliant engineers in a Tesla factory that are assembling with robots right now, assembling a Tesla car. We're talking about people who are working in an office or working from home. 50% of your work is about to disappear. And it's not going to happen in the next 5 years. It's going to happen in the next 18 months. Now, I want to stress it doesn't mean that 50% of jobs are going to disappear. What it means is that 50% of work, what's going to happen is that the jobs are mostly going to stay. They're just going to turn. They're going to flip. Or if you have a company and you're not looking to grow that company, you're just looking to preserve the company in its current, with its current product, just keep the cycle going. It means that 50% of the work is going to disappear. So you may be able to employ your employees at 2.5 days a week, or you may be able to trim your company down. Jobs the impact on this on jobs is going to happen 5 years out. And the reason is because most people are not yet aware of what is happening in AI. So you think you know AI, you think you know ChatGPT. I can tell you it's gotten a lot more advanced, and we don't, and most people are not even aware. So we're entering, right now, we're in the world of, we're really in the early stage of AI. This is like the internet in 1993. We're about to enter in 2005 a world called agentic AI. This means AI agents. An agentic AI, what it means is AI that you're not just prompting a conversational bot. The AI is able to tactically solve problems for you. It's able, so you would have, say, a supervisor AI who is your social media manager. The supervisor AI at the start of the week will analyze what's happening in the world. And let's say you run a company like Mindvalley, it'll say, okay, right now what's happening in the world is there's a lot of stress because it's Christmas season. People are concerned about inflation. Okay, so this means money worries. And and in America, people are concerned about healthcare and what's going to happen to healthcare. So health worries. At the same time, there are lots of new technologies in, say, in longevity and rejuvenation that are worth talking about. So the supervisor AI is scouring the web. It identifies what is necessary. It knows about your company. It knows your audience. Now, the supervisor AI then assigns an agent AI to go and scour YouTube to find the best content on these topics, scour RSS feeds of blogs to find the best topics, and then it goes to a video editor AI to actually script a new video related to the Mindvalley audience on a topic such as how to how how to plan your finances in an age of rising inflation, for example, okay? Or it might create a blog post. You're going to live to 100. Here are 5 therapies you need to be looking at to get there. So the AI has come up with all of this. Now the AI goes further. The AI will then send the human, and the human right now is working just maybe a few hours a day. A list of potential blog posts, the human goes, yes, yes, yes. A list of potential YouTube scripts, the human goes, I don't like that one. That seems off brand, but this one sounds good. The AI now scripts the blog posts and the YouTube script. This now goes to another AI that gets the blog post up on your blog. And it goes to another AI that basically creates a video of you, of an embodied version of you, a clone that generates and reads out the YouTube script. This is the world we are going to. And what happens is that what would in a previous world be a 4-person social media team is now reduced to 1 person. Now, I see some of you are saying scary, right? I don't think it's scary. I think it's actually exciting because what is going to happen, and I'm actually going to demo something to you. What's going to happen is that we are going to reach a world where, so we're about to enter a world where work is going to start shrinking. 5 years from now, I predict universal basic income will be available to people everywhere, and the work week will shrink to about 3 days a week. This means we're going to have a 4-day weekend. This is going to happen within 5 years, guys. Now, Elon Musk is in the US government. Elon Musk himself, in 2017, a friend of a friend told me, Musk said, the universal basic income is not a question of if, it is a question of when this is about to happen. Already many countries like in the Emirates, they are testing a 4.5-day work week for government employees. This is going to continue shrinking. What do we do with this extra 4 days a week? These are all questions that you guys need to be paying attention to. So the way you plan your companies right now, there are some really important things that I want you to know. The way you are structuring your work, the first important thing is get on AI tools and start playing. I know it can seem scary, but this is going to be essential. I'm deeply concerned about friends of mine or employees of mine who are not taking the time to learn AI. Everyone right now, you should be blocking out 2 hours a week to play with AI. And trust me, it's fun. There are new developments all the time. 2 hours a week, non-negotiable study time. And the thing I want you to study is AI. So you guys want to see some glimpse of the future? Let me show you something that we just built. Okay, so this is Vision. This is an AI that has been fed with all the knowledge that I have. So we're going to actually have a conversation with Vision. I want you to listen to this. We haven't quite gotten the voice right, but the AI is pretty smart. Okay, so we're going to start a call, and you guys should be able to hear this.
Hey, I'm Vishen. What can I help you with?
Okay, just checking, Ramyak. Did you hear that okay?
Hey there, it seems like you might be checking your audio setup. If there's anything specific you need help with, feel free to let me know. I'm here to assist you with personal growth, entrepreneurship, or anything related to Mindvalley. Just give me a shout.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk to Vishen. Vishen, I just became a Mindvalley member, and these are the things that I'm looking to accomplish. Firstly, I'm approaching 50, and I really want to improve bone density and develop more muscle. Okay. At the same time, work is getting a little bit crazy, tons of projects, and I'm feeling really overwhelmed because Christmas is coming up. How can I calm my mind and also increase focus? So maybe what used to take me 9 hours a day, I can maybe do in 7 hours a day. Finally, um, how can I scale my company without additional employees? What tools do I need to learn there? Could you suggest a Mindvalley pathway for me?
Great to hear you're diving into Mindvalley. Let's tackle these goals. For improving bone density and muscle, I'd recommend exploring the Longevity Blueprint by Ben Greenfield. It's a fantastic program that focuses on optimizing your health and fitness as you age. Now, to calm your mind and boost focus, the 6 phase meditation is a game changer. It's a guided practice that helps you center yourself and enhance productivity. You can find it on mindvalley.com. As for scaling your company without adding more employees, consider the Mindvalley Certified Business Coach program. It offers insights into leveraging technology and optimizing processes to grow your business efficiently. Remember, it's about working smarter, not harder. How does that sound to you?
I like that. Okay, so one more question. Okay, now if you are a teacher, if you're an educator, if you run a law firm, if you run, you can build this. This is done with Delphi.ai. They are a sponsor at Future Human. Okay, so DELPHI.ai. Okay, Delphi.ai. By the way, I don't get any affiliate fee for this. I just think this is pretty cool, and I want to share it with you guys. Okay, so so back to you, Vishen. Question: if I am an entrepreneur, okay, in my mid 40s, and I'm looking to scale my business from 1 million to 10 million, and the biggest thing I'm facing right now is work-life balance and stress, which chapter or story or idea from your collective work do you think I should dive in deeper on?
The journey from 1 million to 10 million, it's a thrilling ride, right? Now, when it comes to balancing work and life while scaling your business, I'd suggest diving into the concept of the no compromise life. This idea is about rejecting the notion that you have to choose between success in business and fulfillment in life. You can have both. It's about optimizing every dimension of your life, from productivity to health, without sacrificing one for the other. In my work, I've explored how to achieve incredible productivity in less time, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. This involves mastering flow states and enhancing your cognitive abilities so that every hour you work is exponentially more productive. It's not just about working harder, it's about working smarter and living fully. And if you're looking for an immersive experience to explore these ideas further, consider attending Future Human 2025 in Dubai. It's a 3 day event dedicated to unlocking human potential in career, health, and personal growth. You can find more about it at help.mindvalley.com. How does that resonate with you?
Okay, now you can see it's really interesting. It could tell you what part of my work to look at, but I'm going to hang up on the AI right now. But it also told you about an event that's coming up. See, so it knows the calendar. It knows that there's this event coming up, and day one of Future Human is really about this. So imagine if you're a lawyer. Okay, by the way, a good chunk of paralegal jobs have been replaced by AI. So AI is not replacing the highest level people, it's replacing the people at the bottom. It's replacing entry level jobs. The next generation that's coming out of college is going to have to scale up their level of expertise really, 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 really fast. But if you already have a high depth of expertise, you're pretty much good. If you're already a great writer, you're good. But if you're a mediocre writer, AI is going to be able to do this better than you. And now, is this scary? I don't think it is. You know, when writing was first invented, Socrates said, what is going to become of the human brain? No one is, we're going to lose our memories because nobody has to remember anything anymore. You can put it on paper. That Socrates said that about the invention of writing. What I think is going to happen, but of course, as you can see, humanity didn't perish because of writing. The same thing's going to happen over here. But AI is going to start taking more and more of the tedious work that we don't enjoy doing. Now, what does this mean for you? If you're building a company right now, the most important thing is this. So this is a tool called Airtable. Again, no affiliate. I'm not affiliate with them. I just used the tool, and this tool is a really powerful tool. It's a way of organizing data. Think of it as advanced Excel, okay? Advanced Google Sheets. So you can see these are programs which are in Mindvalley. These are authors that are in Mindvalley. This is the program cover. This is published. And this breaks down. I can see the different areas of growth in which we educate people. I can see areas of growth are broken into outcomes. So what you're seeing over here is called a multi-tiered data hierarchy. So let's look at altered states of consciousness. Okay, this is an area of growth, and it can be broken down into lucid dreaming, accessing altered states, out of body, connecting. This is a way of organizing data. Now, I started doing this in 2020 when I read an article in The Economist that said 85% of all AI problems is about organizing data. And so I got my team to organize the data in a crazy way. For example, I did not predict that LLMs would be able to read the transcript of every chapter of everything in Mindvalley and create context. LLMs are getting crazy intelligent. LLMs are things like ChatGPT or Claude. I didn't know that. But what I did do was during pandemic, we had 35 employees who lost their jobs. Rather than let them off, we paid them their regular salary. But I told them to do a very important task. They had to listen to all our content and they had to write super detailed notes. These are what the notes look like. Okay, super detailed notes. So let's say longevity blueprint, super slow training day. They had to tag the the outcomes that this chapter gave. They had to give the notes. They had to break down. They had to break down what was covered in the chapter. This is the name of the note taker, Anna Maria. They had to create the to-dos. They had to associate this with best meditations. All of this. 3 years later, well, actually now we feed this into ChatGPT, and what we have built is advanced AI that is powering Mindvalley. So here's an example. It's called Mindvalley Content Builder. So we took all of that on Airtable. We feed it into ChatGPT, and now ChatGPT can write speeches for authors. I want to show you something. So this is Vision. I have to give a talk on productivity based on all my lessons from all my work. Okay, script me a talk on the topic that is no more than 18 minutes. Also bring in stories from my various quest chapters. Okay, now in fact, I said productivity to show you that this is not fixed. Maybe one of you give me a topic. Type it out in the chat. Give me a topic. Mental health. Okay, talk on mental health. Mental health. Okay, now that's it. So this is not just regular ChatGPT. This ChatGPT is trained with the notes from not our users, not your notes. We can't do that without your permission, but from employees who were hired to pretend to be users and write notes on everything that I wrote down. Okay. So here you can see, look, it scripted my entire talk for me. So it's given it's starting with painting the picture of the mental health crisis. Okay, 70% of employees and organizations report feeling stressed or burned out. This is from my book, The Buddha and the Badass. Then it goes into a story of transformation. This is my story. It grabbed this from the 6-phase meditation. Then the role of forgiveness. It grabbed this from Be Extraordinary because forgiveness has been proven to reduce stress. Then the science of happiness, intrinsic versus extrinsic. This is from Life Visioning Mastery. So this is actually something that Michael Beckwith taught me. And then the mind-body connection from Longevity Blueprint. And it goes on and on and on. The entire speech is done. See, I can't remember the sum total of everything that's in Mindvalley, everything that's in our library, but an LLM can. So how do you do it? Well, I want to show you behind the scenes, okay? So it's basically a prompt. So this is called a GPT. Everyone should learn to do this. And then we are feeding it this thing called Quest CSV. And this is basically a giant text file of all the notes from all our students from all our employees acting as students for all our Quest. And this is how the world is changing. I recently told my author relations team the most important job right now, after we're done with our Future Human Festival in Dubai, is we need to go through 1,000 free talks that we've put on YouTube. Grab the transcript, grab the rating, grab the thumbs up versus thumbs down, feed this all into Airtable, feed it into Claude or ChatGPT, and create the next version of this where it's not just looking at quests, but it's looking at what were the best talks by Lisa Nichols. And we're developing a new AI that will help every human being in Mindvalley, every teacher on Mindvalley script their talks. So I want you to remember this. This is the key lesson. Your input is more important than your output. What you feed into your AI is the most important thing right now. This is the mantra that I'm having all my employees understand. Your input is more important than your output. And we are building tools right now, internal tools, and you guys can basically use this with ChatGPT. It doesn't have to be that complex. Everything that you're producing, you need to feed into an AI. All your books, all your blog posts, all your video transcripts. If you're a law firm, your cases, right? And there are different ways to do it. If you're in a large enterprise, of course, there's privacy issues and stuff, confidentiality issues, but there are custom AI solutions that can do that. But when you do this well, you will accelerate your work like crazy. Okay, now let's go on to the second idea. Now, the second idea that I want to talk about actually has to do with longevity. So the next big change that's happening, guys, is we are approaching longevity velocity. And what this means is that we're entering an age where if you can live long enough, you will be able to live, according to Peter Diamandis, possibly to 1,000. Now, that seems a little bit scary, but here's what we know. We used to think, I was part of the X Prize Foundation, which was a group of scientists, innovators in Silicon Valley. We explored all the latest new trends in AI and longevity. And we used to think that we can keep away the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, which is cancer, diabetes, a heart attack, and dementia, right? We could keep those away, so you'd live. Those are the 4 things that kill everyone. But your body would still age. Your body would still get older and older. You would get gray hair, you would get wrinkles. But now it turns out that there are new therapies that have emerged that can actually reverse aging. They've successfully done this in mice. They've taken mice that had graying fur and restored normal fur. They've restored the biomarkers that they measured in this mice. And this is now happening at a very, very rapid pace. Thank you for the person who reminded me to come back to the screen. This is now happening at a rapid pace. So there are new clinics, there are new modalities emerging right now that can do this. And again, I want you guys to be aware of this because if you are doing good work, one of the most important things you can do is to take care of your health. So how do you find this screen and show you something? Okay, so this is a list. I want a list. All I did was I went to ChatGPT and I said, I want a list of longevity treatments one could take to transform health. Very basic prompt. And this is all the emerging longevity treatments: stem cell therapy, exosome therapy, senolytics, plasma exchange, young blood, NAD plus therapy. By the way, I've had stem cell therapy. I was lucky enough to get the procedure was expensive when I took it in 2019. It was $55,000. I got it free because my book, The Code of the Extraordinary Mind, had pulled that doctor out of a depression. So Dr. Harry Adelson, so grateful to him, gave me a full body stem cell makeover. Now, what they do is, just so you understand, they extract fat from your sides, and they drill into your hip bone and extract bone marrow. They extract stem cells from fat and from bone marrow, and they do 1,000 injections over your body, 4 hours. You're under total anesthesia, 6 doctors. Now, what were some of the things, right? At that point, I was suffering from severe, um, well, I had back pain that I had for 10 years. So I did this when I was around 45. I had back pain from 35 to 45, lower back pain. I just lived with it. The back pain disappeared after 2 months. The second thing is I had sciatica, and sciatica was a painful nerve condition in my right leg. It came from a gym injury, but I'd had it at that point for maybe about 3 or 4 months. I had to be on painkillers for 3 or 4 months. It was so painful that I was irritable at work. My sciatica disappeared after about 2 to 3 weeks. I was shocked. Back condition sciatica completely disappeared. And so these procedures literally fixed something that I was prepared to embrace as a lifelong condition. Now, the science behind this is accelerating. Okay, peptide therapy is getting really interesting. I was just in Dubai. I heard a doctor, Dr. Adil Khan, talk about a type of peptide therapy. You know how much time we spend going to the gym? So there is a gene in our body that actually suppresses muscle growth. Because if we get too muscular, it's not actually good for our body if we were in the wild, right? Because we would need greater food. But today, food is abundant. So we can put on more muscle. So there's a peptide therapy that basically suppresses that gene that limits muscular growth. So you suddenly get so much more results from a gym treatment. And why does muscle matter? Muscle isn't just for good looks. Muscle makes you look good, but musculature is the highest correlation with longevity. Basically, when you increase musculature, your brain performance goes up, longevity goes up, and of everything that correlates with longevity, musculature is number one, especially musculature of your legs. So your leg muscles are supremely important. Okay, so again, all of these things connect to one another. And then there is nutrition and metabolic interventions, caloric restriction, ketogenic diet, anti-inflammatory diet, hormone optimization. This can be really important for some people. Physical and lifestyle intervention, strength training, high intensity interval training, yoga and stretching, sleep optimization, and then all of this. So we don't have to go into all of this because I wanted to show you guys how to get this list yourself. Now remember, AI tools like this are prone to something called hallucination, right? So use it, but don't assume that everything here is absolute truth. In fact, if I go through this list, I would say it's probably 90% correct. Which is the 10% that's wrong? I don't know. But it gives you a useful guide. Now you want to find a clinic. Um, if you live in LA, by the way, I recommend Next Health. If you live in Dubai, I'd recommend looking into Dr. Adil Khan. If you have a Mindvalley membership, look at Dave Asprey's Smarter Not Harder Quest and Ben Greenfield. They are two of the top biohackers in the world. And but you do want to go and get advice. Okay, so this is really powerful stuff. Now I want to show you something else that is really useful to do right now. So this is a very simple application of ChatGPT. So I decided, so if you read my book, I talk about this thing called set points. So I have a set point for my waist. So a set point is a non-negotiable measure. And if your body breaks that measure, you have to take some action to ensure you go back to your normal state. So my measure for my waist is my waist should not be more than, say, 80 centimeters. Okay. So I'm really lean. If I allow my waist to go past 80 centimeters in 2024 and I accept it, well, what's going to happen in 2025, in 2026? What's going to happen in 2027 when I'm 51 years old? It starts getting wider and wider and wider. So if my waist goes beyond 80 centimeters, what I do is I take action. I go on a 1 to 2 to 3 week healthy eating to get my waist back down. Now, I used to do it fairly randomly. Now I do it with ChatGPT. This is this is an experiment. I told ChatGPT what I ate on the first day of my healthy diet period, and it breaks it all down, giving me exactly the protein, the carbs, the fat, and the calories. So why was this important? I want to lose fat, but I don't want my muscle building to stop. I'm still in the gym. I'm still trying to beat my high intensity interval training scores. So I want to get a lot of protein. So here you can see ChatGPT, just by telling it, I just typed out what I'm eating, and it's able to calculate the total protein, carbs. You can see very low carbs. I'm on a low carb diet. And then the total calories, 2055. Okay. And and it gets more advanced. Look, you can take a photo. So this is not even in English. This is in Estonia. It's a photo of no, so I always ate this and I thought this stuff was healthy. It's basically dried elk meat. And I thought it was healthy. I took a photo, I uploaded to ChatGPT, and it breaks it down. And I realized that this is so much less protein than I thought, and so much more carbs than I thought, and unnecessary calories. So I stopped eating this stuff. So you can now actually go to ChatGPT. You can see I'm literally photographing my chicken wings. So you might wonder, why do I have an iPhone in that photo? So here I have two iPhones with me at all times. I'm using this iPhone so that ChatGPT understands the size of these chicken wings, because American chicken wings are bigger than European chicken wings. So you can see here's a pic of a few wings with an iPhone 13 Pro Max for comparison. So all of you can do this. Okay. So knowing these tools, you can already, if you have a ChatGPT account, you can have your own health coach. Isn't this crazy? And then you can, the more you feed it, the more it learns about you. So here, I wanted to determine, okay, how much fat should I have lost? So I start asking it questions, and the more it's understanding what I eat, the more it's understanding the brands of what I'm taking. Now it's able to plan my day for me. This is what it's suggesting I eat for breakfast, my mid-morning snack, my lunch, my afternoon snack. So this is all one instance of ChatGPT. The trick is to keep it in one instance. Okay. Now this is really interesting. This is a complex omelet. I toss some chilies, I toss some cucumbers on there. And again, it's able to notice all of these things. It's able to notice the bell peppers, the cucumbers from that awful picture and still add it to my numbers. Okay, so this is giving you a lot of information. I think you guys now know me very intimately. You know exactly what I eat, and what I cook. But I wanted to share this with you as the second tip of the day. This is for body, really important stuff. Okay, so let's stop for a second and let's take some questions. So I see some of you guys are saying amazing and kind of scary. I promised you a tip on survival in the age of AI, and that tip is, so let's recap. Start understanding what is the data that matters to you in your company. If it's a book, get the PDFs of your book, feed it into your chat GPT. And now if you are a speaker speaking on the topics in your book, chat GPT, knowing your book, will be able to script talks for you. Same thing applies to professional services. Okay. Second thing is in terms of body. So with body, know that we're entering an age of escaping longevity velocity. Many of you will have the option to live to 2 to 300. But what you want to do is you want to do what you can to preserve your body's musculature, because you don't want to live to be 200 and be in bad shape. So you want to continuously ensure that you have an exercise routine, and you want to be eating healthy. So anything that you can do to slow down aging matters. The best biohackers like Brian Johnson, his aging rate is 0.6, but he's spending 2 million a year. But I know a guy here in Estonia, a biohacker here called Siim Land, who is aging slower than Brian Johnson. He's spending 200 euros a month. So you don't have to spend 2 million. You just have to know the best ways to do it. Brian Johnson's a little bit crazy. Okay, for example, he goes to sleep at 6:30. He cannot be in a normal relationship. He cannot have normal friends just because of how extreme what he's doing is. But I understand what he's doing. A lot of it is showmanship, and kudos to him. He's raising awareness, right? But it's impractical. That you don't need to spend 2 million a year. You can do it for about 200 a month, 200 euros a month. But whatever you can do to slow down aging is a good idea, because you will have the option to live to be around 200. A lot of people predict that even things like cancer will be eradicated in the next 10 to 20 years because of advances in AI. Okay, let's go on to the third idea. The third idea, is manifesting. Manifesting is a really, really important topic. What are some of the most important ways for us to manifest our dream life? So I was listening to a lecture by Brian Tracy, and Brian Tracy said something really interesting. He says, here's a test that someone is a great person to be around. Ask that person, what are your top 10 goals in life? And see how sharply they can answer that question. What are your top 10 goals in life? If somebody knows their top 10 goals in life, or even for the next 1 year, that's a person that you want to be around, because that person is going to push you. That person is going to is going to prod you. That person is going to make you better. People, for example, who hang around with people who have an exercise routine are more likely to exercise. Hang around people that eat well, you're more likely to eat well. But, and I don't want to say this in any way that sounds judgmental, studies show that if your top 5 friends are obese, you are more likely to be obese. So I call this Jim Rome's law. You are the sum of the 5 people closest to you. So basically, if the people that you want to hang out with are people who are doing something that is projecting their life forward. Now, what you want to do is not just have that top 10, but as you have that top 10, try to understand which of the one things that if you focus on would create the biggest leap in your collective life. What is that one thing? Could it be a relationship? Could be that. Could it be figuring out how to design your business so you can work from home? Could it be having kids? What is that one thing? And then what Brian Tracy says is take that one thing and break it down. So now from that one thing, you have these 5 to 7 sub goals. Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting. So whether you have, I want to suggest that all of you, if you go into the next year, try to have 5 to 10 goals that you want to focus on for that year. But know what is that number one goal that's going to elevate everything else. It's going to be different for each of us. It might be getting our body back in shape. It might be quitting your job and starting a new business. But once you have that, I want to teach you something that is really, really, that's been really powerful for me. Okay, and let me share this slide from an internal training that I do for my team. Okay. And so I always explain this to the people who work for me. The best teams in Mindvalley only hit 75% of their goals. If you're hitting 100% of your goals, you're thinking too small. So what does this mean? What this means is that, let's say you have 10 goals. You should only be hitting 7 to 8 of them. 2 of your goals you should be failing at. Now, this sounds counterintuitive because, if you think about smart goal setting, it's all about realistic goals. It's about targets. It's about deadlines. It's about hitting those goals. But it turns out that the problem with that is it causes you to think small. Now, if you apply this rule, the rule is this: 50% of your goals should have a 50% chance of failure. This rule is really important. So you have your 10 goals. Well, 50% of your goals should have a 50% chance of failure. So 5, if you really, really commit, you're going to hit. The other 5, you just don't know. Maybe, and an example goals where you just don't know might be scale my company, double my company revenue. You just don't know if that's a big goal, to double revenue in 1 year. You may hit it, you may not. Let's say that's 50-50. So that's a good goal. Some people, what they will do is they will try to make it hittable by saying grow company revenue by 20%. But then you don't really give yourself room to stretch. So this principle of 50-50 goals came from Larry Page, the founder of Google. Larry Page set this really interesting idea for all teams at Google that said this: 50% of your goals must have a 50% chance of failure. And what this essentially means is that if you're hitting all of your goals, you're thinking too small. This is what it looks like from a team perspective. So this is a team with 3 simple goals, okay? You can see there's a column here. So again, this is done on Airtable. There's a column here with stars, and the star simply means those goals are stretch goals. The owner of the leader of the team isn't aware, it cannot predict that he's going to hit them. But by doing this, you're not just causing yourself to grow. If you run a team, you're causing your team to grow as well. So in great companies, Google has this Teams should be hitting 70 to 80% of their goals, not 100%. If it's 100%, the team is playing too small. Same with Mindvalley. Same with us as individuals. Aim to hit 70 to 80% of your goals by implementing the 50-50 rule. 50% of your goals should have a 50% chance of failure. So those were the ideas I wanted to share with you today. How to make great progress in the age of AI, how to take care of your health better, and how to, through the application of AI, plan your health protocols so that you can hit longevity velocity. And third, how to really crush it in life with this simple idea on goals from Brian Tracy and Larry Page. These are some of the things that I'm exploring right now. Now, again, there's so much more depth to this. I couldn't really go really deep in this because of the limited amount of time we have. But if you guys stay with me, I want to tell you a little bit about Future Human, okay? So I want to show you what we're planning. So we're doing a couple of things really new in Mindvalley this year. And I want to share this with you because I think you guys might really, really like this. By the way, I told you there's a fourth one. The fourth one is community. It's the importance of community. We're going to talk about that when I share with you what's happening with Future Human. So give me a second. Okay, so these three ideas, we have to change the way we work in an age of AI and rapid exponential technology. Number two, we have to change the way we take care of our bodies. We have to treat our bodies right now with a lot more respect because you're not dying at 75 anymore. You're not dying like your grandfather. You're going to be living to 200, and you can choose to get there in a decrepit body or in a body that still, say, has the capacities of someone in their 50s. And the third thing is goals and manifesting are probably the most important skill, one of the most important skills that one can learn in 2025. When you put these three together and the fourth variable, which is the power of community, why is community important? Friendship is important because as we move into this 3-day work week, what do you do with those extra 4 days? If we don't have friends, if we don't have human connections, we risk getting hooked on computer games, hooked on Netflix. There are nice things to get hooked on as well, books, hooked on Mindvalley, but friends, especially great friends, pull us out of this dystopian reality of being immersed in technology and make us feel human again. And that's why those four things are things that we're looking at. So at Future Human, we're bringing together all of these amazing speakers. We just announced Stephen Bartlett this past week. And today we announced Jay Shetty is going to be joining us at Future Human. So Future Human looks at all of these. And I want to encourage you guys to come to try to attend. It's happening in Dubai, super affordable tickets, but it's 3 days designed to radically transform your life. And we're bringing together, and I personally curated this, the best teachers, not just on Mindvalley, but outside Mindvalley as well, to go really deep on these ideas. Now, these are not motivational talks. They're very, very, very practical. Literally, at the end of day one, you learn how to transform your work. Day one is designed to help you cut about 12 hours of work a week. So you learn AI for creativity. You learn AI for automating business tasks. And then you go deeper. You learn, for example, from Cameron Harold, how to build teams, how to delegate, operational efficiencies. Cameron Harold trains chief operational officers. You learn from me how to optimize the brain, how to optimize your thinking in an age of AI, how to make rapid decisions, what are supplements that one can use to improve the quality of your focus that don't have crazy side effects. And so at the end of this one day, you've gone back with the knowledge to eradicate Fridays. What this means is, and I kid you not, you go back with enough tools. You of course have to go a little bit deeper with the AI and stuff, but to potentially eradicate your Friday of work. So you only have to work 4 days a week. Now, day two, we bring in some really amazing teachers. For example, Marissa Peer, Dave Asprey, who's the godfather of biohacking. And day two is all about escaping longevity velocity. You're going to learn how to not just slow down aging, but you're going to get a glimpse of some of the new therapies that you can look at to basically reverse aging. Now, some of these are therapies that you pretty much have to go for a clinic. for example, NAD therapy and so on, but others happen in your head. So I've studied with many great spiritual teachers. And one of the things I've noticed is many of them are in their 80s and they still have incredible energy. They still have incredible productivity. And I've learned different things with them on how to work with the body's energy, how to slow down aging, how to optimize the brain, how to go deep in your meditation. All of this, science is saying, has huge beneficial effects on you. And you're going to learn some of these as well. Now, day 3, really exciting. That's when Reagan Hillier takes the stage. Dame Marie Diamond, one of the greatest spiritual teachers of the modern era, takes the stage. I get on stage. Jay Shetty is on stage. And it's all about manifesting. It's about how to take your mindset, beliefs, and practices, move towards your wildest dream. Now, it's 3 days, but remember I said there's a fourth thing that's really important, community. So this is something really, really, really fun. So we're doing this as well because we want to allow all of you guys to meet really good friends in whatever city you're coming from. So everyone who's attending Future Human, we're building an app that will allow you to stay in touch with each other. And this app is really interesting. It's an early version right now, and I want to show you what's happening. So there are lots of apps for dating, but there are no apps that basically allow human beings to connect with one another and find and say find a good friend. This is what we are seeking to do. So the app is called Six. It's going to be launched at Future Human. Let me play a video, please. So we're building an app powered by an AI to connect you all to each other because that is so important to us, that degree of connection. Now, I want to show you something really interesting, just so you guys understand how this works. You know how the app connects you? It's all about, all I need is your LinkedIn. So is there anyone here who maybe has a LinkedIn URL that they want to share? Go ahead and type it in the chat. I'm going to show you something really interesting. So when you come to Future Human, if you decide to come, all of us, we're aiming for 2,000 to 3,000 people are all going to be connected in that app. Okay, so I got a LinkedIn from, let's look at Adam Libertini. Okay, all right, stop guys. I got Adam. No other LinkedIn's necessary. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys something interesting. This is Adam Libertini's LinkedIn. Okay, so Adam does fraud analysis at JP Morgan Chase. So I'm just going to scrape his LinkedIn and I'm going to put Adam's LinkedIn in our, okay, I'm just going to stick Adam's LinkedIn in there. This is an example of what AI can do. So it's now just based on Adam's LinkedIn, which is very impersonal. All LinkedIn's are. It's writing a dating profile for Adam. Now, Adam, I'm slightly teasing you. This is not just a dating profile, but this makes Adam seem really freaking cool. If this was a dating profile or a business profile, everyone would want to meet Adam. I mean, look at how sexy this makes Adam seem. Adam leverages his tech-savvy mindset and innovation spirit to outsmart fraudsters while delivering unparalleled client protection. 7-step driven, a 26% boost in case closure efficiency, and a 55% backlog reduction. Okay, off the clock, Adam's passions extend to volunteering, whether he's motivating kids to embrace fitness or ensuring runners stay hydrated at marathons. A natural leader with a relentless drive for innovation, he's redefining what it means to safeguard financial ecosystems. Do you like it, Adam? Adam, already Natalie said, Adam, please call me. So you can see how cool this is, right? Now, all you got to do is on this app, you put in your LinkedIn. You create an account, put in your LinkedIn, and then we write your dating profile for you, but it's not really a dating profile. Eventually, the app will have dating, but right now, cool down, guys, take a cold shower. It's only about connecting you to potential friends. And it's going to extend even after Future Human. So let's say we have a group of people coming in from Berlin. When they go back to Berlin, they're all connected. And the app is going to recommend people that it thinks you may want to connect with. In a couple of months, we're going to add Secret Crush, which means that if Adam was single, okay, and Adam, I don't know if you are. This is just an example. If Adam was single, Adam could be open to Secret Crush, and somebody could Secret Crush him. If he happens to Secret Crush that other person back, boom, AI Cupids will connect you guys. So that's what we're deploying. So I wanted to just share that with you guys. Community is really, really, really important. Now let's go back to the presentation, okay? So that's the community aspect. And then, of course, I've already shared with you the incredible group of teachers that are going to be coming. Stephen Bartlett, definitely one of our highlights. Eve, the Grammy Award-winning singer, I'm going to be interviewing her on stage. She has a new book coming out, and she's going to talk about creativity in the age of AI. Jay Shetty, a living legend, and this is what the agenda looks like. So this, by the way, is the biggest event we have ever put together, and it's happening in Expo City, Dubai. This location is exquisite. Now, after the event, you see this gorgeous dome. This dome is incredible. We're all going to go to the dome for a beautiful closing ceremony. Okay, and that's what the tickets are. You can see it's super affordable. It's $3,999 for a silver ticket. If you upgrade to gold, it's $4,499 and $1,099 if you get platinum. Now, we're coming to the end of this presentation. I want to do something for those of you guys who are interested in going. So firstly if you guys haven't been to Dubai, January is an amazing time to go, okay? And we do it in the second week of the year because we think this is the event you need to start your year with. You're coming in with new friends, new motivations, you're mastering your brain, you're mastering your health, you're mastering manifesting, and you get that community as well. But this is what we're going to do. What we're going to do is for all of you who buy in the next 24 hours, so this only happens for the next 24 hours, so it's 7 p.m. in Estonia right now until 7 p.m. tomorrow. Oh, actually, sorry, the slide says 48 hours, so scratch that, 48 hours, okay? If you buy anytime in the next 48 hours a gold ticket, you get a second gold ticket for free. So if you buy a gold ticket right now, you get a second gold ticket for free, which maybe you can give to a friend. We want you to give it to someone who needs it. But I want to do something else. But because you stayed here for this webinar, you spent Saturday with me, you went through 45 minutes of me sharing things I was really excited about, and you were such a great audience. What we'll do is the first 10 of you who buy right now, so we have our panel, we're going to give you a free ticket to Masters of Manifesting. What is Masters of Manifesting? It is a $7,000 event that we are doing in Dubai. Let me show you what that is. It's happening the week after Future Human. Here, take a look at this. So Masters of Manifesting is happening January 18 to 19 in Dubai, just after Future Human. So it's the following weekend. It's an event by the three biggest manifesting teachers in Mindvalley, which is me, Jeffrey Allen, and Reagan Hillier. John Lee may be a guest speaker. So me, Jeffrey, and Reagan Hillier are the three biggest manifesting teachers in the world right now based on online courses. Okay, and all three are coming together at the Five Palms Jumeirah, Dubai. Actually, sorry, this hotel has not been confirmed yet. This is where we're still confirming the hotel. And you can see the entire agenda. The ticket is $7,000. You're getting it free. And it's only for 200 people. So it's a very, very exclusive event. We just wanted to come together and bring our work together and do something remarkable. Very exclusive. And it's going to be happy. And you're going to get that it's a $7,000 ticket. So $6,999, you're going to be getting that free. Okay. Just for the first few people who buy on this webinar. So if you're thinking about buying, go do it now. And one more thing. The next 20 people, so the first 10 get Masters of Manifesting. Okay, so we're giving away $70,000 worth of tickets for Masters of Manifesting to the first 10 people. The next 20 will give you a free Mindvalley membership. So when you buy, you'll get an email. Maybe you already have a Mindvalley membership. Many of you guys do. If you don't, if you have one, if you don't have one, we'll give it to you for 1 year, so you get access to everything in Mindvalley membership. And if you already have one, you'll be able to get one for a friend. And then one more thing. At the end of Future Human, so on 12th of January, there's a private Mindvalley Awards Gala in the Dubai Dome. This is a black tie affair, full-on tuxedo, gorgeous dresses, and we're giving awards to people who are doing great work in consciousness. This is maybe about 100 to 150 people. We have some of my greatest musician friends performing. A lot of the Mindvalley teachers are going to be there. And if you're in, you're basically connecting with everyone. Jay Shetty may be there, Marie Diamond is there, Reagan Hillier is there, I'm there, and we get photos together. So this is an exclusive event, and this is only for royalty. It's for Mindvalley authors and their family, and it is for a really exclusive group. But if any of you buy 10 tickets for Future Human in the next 48 hours, we will basically give you a free ticket to the gala. This is something money can't buy, but we'll give you a free ticket to the gala if you buy 10 tickets for Future Human. Maybe you have employees and you want to buy tickets for your employees. Maybe you have 50 employees. You buy 50 tickets, you get 5 tickets for the gala. Okay, so this is something money can't buy. And I hope you guys find it interesting. You will not just get incredible photos of yourself, but you literally get to meet me, meet all of the authors. But and it's very, very, very upscale. I'm super excited about this one. Next, at Future Human, there are multiple stages. So you're not just in one room, tons of different things from embodiment workshops to a discovery stage to tons of new products, new tools you can experiment with. And you'll all get access to the 6 app. So that's all you have to do. Okay, go to the website, get the ticket. Sorry, I went 2 minutes over. I said this was going to be 45 minutes training, and then 15 minutes I'll talk about future projects. Did exactly that. Went 2 minutes over, but I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation. I'll stay back for the next 10 minutes if any of you have any questions. Okay, thank you all for joining me, and go check out Future Human. Okay, shall I take your questions? By the way, the URL is mindvalley.com/futurehuman. Don't worry if you don't see the buy 10 tickets. You can just drop down and choose 10. We are monitoring, and we know the date. It's 7 p.m. now to 7 p.m. The buy one gold, get a second gold is for the next 48 hours. But again, if you want to attend the gala, buy 10 tickets in the next 48 hours. And if you're one of the first 30 to buy, so we're definitely going to see tickets rushing. The first 10 get tickets to Masters of Manifesting. The second 20 get a free Mindvalley membership. So definitely try to buy now. Thank you, guys. Now let's go on to questions. Are there any pressing questions on what we shared and discussed so far? Okay, somebody said, how does one learn or study AI to upscale? Well, the best way is you can find a lot of good videos on YouTube. Mindvalley is going to be adding 2 AI courses to Mindvalley membership. Day 1 of Future Human, a lot of it is on AI. Mindvalley also has an AI mastery program that is wildly successful. And that's about a $5,000 4-month program. It's around 3 hours of learning from top AI educators every week. But I can tell you it's really worth it because it completely transforms your life. The program kicks off in August 2025. The current class is about to end. Okay, let's go on to another question. Someone said, how do I access the GPT tools? Well, ChatGPT actually has a library. It's an open AI library. So when you go to ChatGPT, I think you got to get a premium account, which is not expensive. It's maybe $20 a month. You can go to the GPT library and you can search. You can search, give me a GPT that can help me with copywriting. Give me a GPT that can help me brainstorm ideas as a writer. There's even a GPT that can help recommend great restaurants in your city if you want to go and make a reservation. So it's called the GPT store, and you can find a lot of these different GPTs, which are custom trained for these unique purposes. So somebody said, may I know what's covered in the first and second day? Well, if you go to mindvalley.com/futurehuman, we've laid out the entire agenda. The first day is Stephen Bartlett. He's incredible. His YouTube channel just hit 7 million followers, biggest podcaster in this part of the world, in Europe. Joe Rogan is number one in the US. Stephen Bartlett is number one in this part of the world. Okay. And it's incredible. Really, really incredible guy. So he's a big speaker. Eve is speaking. I'm speaking. Tons of other speakers. We have two incredible AI trainers, Manon and Iman, that are going to give you a glimpse of creativity and business processes with AI. And you're not going to learn prompting. That's a different thing, but you're going to see what's possible. And we set you off so that you can go on that further discovery down the stream that matters to you. Somebody asked me, who is my stem cell doctor? Dr. Harry Adelson and Amy Killen. Amy Killen actually has a program on Mindvalley. So if you go to Mindvalley Home and you Google Amy Killen, you'll be able to find her. You can check out a program, and if you find it interesting, you can go and reach out to her on her Instagram. She's the stem cell doctor that did my stem cell procedure. Well, this is awesome. So I see there's a 12-year-old here saying, what exactly should I learn in AI as I'm 12 years old? Firstly, if you get on ChatGPT and Midjourney and you start playing, you will never have to worry about a job because you will be way ahead. As a teenager right now, going into AI, it's probably one of the most important things you can do because you will have an advantage over adults because you have greater adaptability. So definitely, like, congratulations to that 12-year-old kid and his parents who brought him to this webinar. Definitely experiment and try with this. So somebody said, can we buy a one platinum and get a second plat free? The reason is no, because platinum tickets are selling out like crazy. We're going to sell out of platinum. The reason why we're giving you a buy a gold, get a second gold free is because we are looking to get the gold class of tickets moving. The thing about Dubai is everybody wants the best. And so platinum tickets are flying off the shelves right now. Will there be another Mindvalley membership sale this month? Actually, Mindvalley membership is about to go up by $100. We gave a big discount in 2024 to get a lot of people on, but we're going back to our 2023 price. So it's going to go up by $100. So, and that's also because our new app is out. We've added so many new features. The app is now, it has been selected by Apple to be a demo app. Go to any Apple store, pick up the iPad, type in Mindvalley, you'll find the app. And so with the new app, with all of the new features, with the new cutting edge AI that we are bringing to it. So remember that AI demonstrated, the AI of me? There's going to be an AI that's going to be guiding every aspect of your life. Our app is getting to a level where soon you'll be able to feed it your goals and it'll design custom meditations for you, visualizing your life as exactly as you put in your goals or your life book. So that's why we don't want to build a basic app. We want to build the best app in the world for this. So the price is going up because we have to be able to cover the cost of AI and the cost of development and everything else. So yeah, the last time Mindvalley was under 300 was Black Friday. Someone said, can you allow parts of your video on the app to be watched offline? Actually, we have that now. You can download meditations, you can download Quest, so you can watch them offline. You can download it directly to your directly to the app. Please download the latest version of the Mindvalley app, the version that came out in November. It's a radical makeover of the app. It's very different from what we've had for the prior 4 years. Okay, we're coming to our last minute. Someone said, can you make the event online as well? That's an interesting idea. We will think about that. We definitely want to get people there, but we'll think about that. But if you do get a chance to fly to Dubai, it's really an incredible place to go. I fell in love with the city. I bought an apartment there, and I now am there 2 to 3 months a year. You got to visit Dubai. It is one of the most innovative and also positive cities in the world. People there are so kind, so generous. They want to help you with your ideas. And it's just stunningly beautiful. and January is the time to go. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Take care, guys.